If you're a man over 50, your shirt is either working for you or working against you. Most guys don't realize their Oxford is quietly making them look heavier, shorter, and older than they really are. Today, we're going to change that. Because with just a few smart tweaks to how your Oxford shirt fits, you can look leaner, sharper, and more polished without losing your comfort. Stay with me, and by the end of this video you'll know exactly what to look for in an Oxford so your shirt finally matches the man you are today. You'll see how to clean up your shape without going tight. You'll learn where the fabric should sit on your shoulders, chest, and waist so your body looks stronger and more athletic. And you'll understand how to use your Oxford as a powerful tool to upgrade every outfit you own. Let's get into the first tweak. Subtle strength in the shoulders. If you want to look leaner and more powerful in an Oxford, your shoulders are the first place to get right. Most men over 50 wear shirts that hang off the shoulder like a hospital gown, or they squeeze into something that pulls at the seams. Both options make you look heavier and less confident. You want the shoulder seam to sit right on the edge of your shoulder bone, not halfway down your arm and not creeping up your neck. When the seam is too low, your torso looks wider and your arms look shorter. When it's too high, you look like you're borrowing a shirt from your son. The beauty of an Oxford is that it's slightly more casual and forgiving than a dress shirt, but the shoulder still needs discipline. Stand naturally, let your arms hang, and look at where that seam hits. If it's falling more than about half an inch past your shoulder point, the shirt is adding pounds to your frame. Dialing in the shoulder gives you an instant frame for your body. It makes your chest look stronger, your posture more upright, and your midsection less noticeable. Even if you carry a bit more weight around the middle, a clean shoulder line tells people you're in control of your appearance. The chest, comfortable, not baggy. The next area that can either flatter you or age you is the chest. Men over 50 often default to one of two extremes, a tight, button-pulling chest that screams trying too hard, or a billowy front that balloons when you sit down. Both make you look bigger and less polished. In a well-fitting Oxford, you should be able to slide a flat hand comfortably between your chest and the shirt without strain. If the buttons are pulling into little smiles, it's too tight. If the fabric collapses and pulls when you move, it's too loose. You want a clean, gentle drape that follows your shape, not a tent. The Oxford cloth itself is slightly thicker and more textured than a dress shirt. That's an advantage for men over 50 because it hides small imperfections in the chest and torso. But that only works if the shirt isn't drowning you in fabric. Extra material at the chest creates shadows and folds that make you look heavier. Aim for a chest fit that lets you raise your arms, reach for a steering wheel, or shake hands without feeling restricted. At the same time, when your arms are relaxed, the front of the shirt should look smooth. Think easy movement, clean lines. That balance is what makes you look modern and in control. Taming the midsection without going slim fit. Here's where most men over 50 struggle, the waist and stomach area. Bodies change after 50, and the old slim fit versus regular fit labels stop making sense. The goal is not to pretend you have a 30-year-old's torso. The goal is to use your Oxford to quietly streamline your midsection. Look at how the shirt falls from your chest down to your waist. If it drops straight down like a box, it makes your stomach look larger and your whole upper body look heavy. If it's aggressively tapered, it will grab onto your belly and highlight exactly what you want to downplay. You want a slight, natural taper, just enough shape to suggest a torso, not a cylinder. When you stand sideways in the mirror, the fabric around your stomach should skim, not cling. You shouldn't see the outline of your navel or your belt buckle pushing through the cloth. At the same time, you don't want big waves of fabric pulling over your belt. That extra volume is what makes a lot of men look older and sloppy, even in expensive shirts. If off-the-rack Oxfords are always too wide at the waist, buy for your shoulders and chest, then have the sides taken in slightly. A simple, inexpensive alteration can remove that extra ballooning without making the shirt tight. That small change alone can visually drop 10 pounds from your midsection. Sleeve control, from hands to biceps. Sleeves are one of the fastest ways an Oxford can betray your age or sharpen it. Overly long, wide sleeves make your hands look smaller, your arms weaker, and your whole outfit less intentional. On the other hand, skin-tight sleeves on a man over 50 can look forced and uncomfortable. Start with sleeve length. When your arms are relaxed by your sides, the cuff of your Oxford should hit right at the wrist bone. If it's covering half your hand, you look like you're wearing a hand-me-down. If it's riding up toward your forearm, it looks like the shirt shrank in the wash. Then look at the width of the sleeve, especially around the upper arm and forearm. You want enough room to bend your elbow comfortably, but not so much fabric that it flaps when you move. Excess cloth in the sleeves adds visual weight to your upper body and makes you look softer. When you roll your sleeves, pay attention to how they sit. A good Oxford with the right sleeve width will roll neatly and stay in place around the mid-forearm. If the roll keeps sliding down or puffing out, that's usually a sign the sleeves are too wide and the shirt is working against a lean, sharp look. Collar presence without the choke. The collar of your Oxford is right next to your face. For a man over 50, that area is critical. A sloppy collar can make your neck look thicker and your jawline softer. A well-fitted collar gives structure and presence without feeling like a tie from the 80s. You should be able to fit one, maybe two fingers comfortably between your neck and the button collar. If you see gaps when you turn your head, the collar is too big. That extra space makes your neck look smaller and your head look larger. If you can't breathe or see the skin bulging over the collar, it's too tight and instantly ages you. Oxford collars are usually softer, which is perfect for a relaxed, polished look. But they still need enough structure to stand up, not collapse. A floppy collar that curls under a sweater or sport coat drags your whole appearance down. It looks tired, even if the rest of the outfit is solid. When you wear your Oxford open at the neck, pay attention to how the collar frames your face. The point should sit neatly on your chest, not flying out to the sides. A well-fitted Oxford collar makes your face the focus and subtly sharpens your jawline, exactly what you want after 50. Hem length, the hidden make-or-break detail. Most men ignore the bottom of the shirt, but hem length is a quiet power move. Get it wrong, and your Oxford makes your legs look short and your stomach look bigger. Get it right, and you look taller, leaner, and more put together without anyone knowing why. If you plan to wear your Oxford untucked sometimes, the hem should hit somewhere between mid-fly and just above the bottom of your zipper. Any longer, and it starts to look like a nightshirt. Any shorter, and it looks like you grabbed a casual summer shirt, not a polished Oxford. When tucked, the shirt tail should be long enough to stay securely in your trousers when you sit, stand, and move. If the shirt constantly pops out at the back, it's either too short or too wide at the waist. Both problems create a messy, bulky waistline that adds visual weight. Look at how the hem curves on the sides. A classic Oxford has a gentle curve, not deep, dramatic scoops. That softer curve is more forgiving on a mature body, especially if you go untucked with dark jeans or chinos. It keeps the outfit relaxed but still controlled. Color and fabric, quiet allies to a better fit. Even though this video is about fit, color and fabric can help your Oxford work harder for you. The right fit in the wrong color can still make you look heavier or washed out. The right color and a poor fit can't save you. You want both working together. For a leaner look, stick to solid, medium-weight Oxford cloth in classic shades, light blue, white, pale gray, or a subtle stripe. These colors reflect light in a way that smooths the torso instead of highlighting every curve. Avoid loud patterns that break up your frame or huge checks that make your chest look broader. The traditional Oxford weave has a bit of texture, which is perfect for men over 50. It hides small lines and soft areas better than a shiny, thin dress shirt. Just make sure the fabric isn't so heavy that it adds bulk. You want substance, not stiffness. Pair your well-fitted Oxford with simple, clean pieces, dark jeans, tailored chinos, or trim wool trousers. Let the shirt do the heavy lifting. When the shoulders, chest, waist, sleeves, collar, and hem are all working together, everything else in your outfit looks more expensive and intentional. You don't need a completely new wardrobe to look leaner and more polished after 50. You just need your Oxford shirts to finally fit the man you are now, not the man you were 20 years ago. Dial in the shoulders, chest, and waist, control the sleeves and collar, and pay attention to that hem. Do that, and your Oxford stops being just a shirt and becomes one of the strongest tools you have to project quiet confidence. You'll look sharper in jeans.